LFC Chat, Twitter and Instagram as well. Hit the like, hit the share, give us a sub, show us your love. Just going to do a little 20-minute chat about a regurgitation, of course, of the game yesterday at Anfield. First home game, 3-1 win with a lot of talking points, a lot of stuff. Mac Allister red, was it a red, was it not a red? I thought it was a bit iffy. I'm sure Liverpool might look at it to try rescind it. Slobosai, man of the match, what a player, what a performance. Endo coming on for his debut early in the second half. I thought he played really, really well. Talking points all over the shop. Luis Diaz goal, what a goal. Jota getting a goal. Salah missing the penalty, then scoring from the rebound. Should he be taking the penalties? A lot of talking points. As I say, hit the like, hit the share. Let's get in. Let's have a little chat for about 15, 20 minutes. And before we start, congratulations to Spain, beating England by 1-0. They missed the penalty too. I thought they were the better team, beating Spain. Spain are the world champions of women's football. Congratulations to Spain. Unlucky to England. Ireland beat England yesterday in the rugby as well. Congrats on that. But we gotta talk. Doug is in the house. How are you, Doug? Hopefully you're well. I'm on YouTube, so I can't bring anybody in. It's a YouTube. It's not StreamYard. It is YouTube. But just interested to see Klopp giving out about them singing, the fans singing the song as well. I think that's a bit iffy, a bit salty, I think. You know, fans singing the song about him. I don't know. I think it's a bit... Klopp's been a bit agitated in the last, say, 12 months, hasn't he? Probably for a lot of good reasons, but getting a bit agitated over fans singing the song about him, I think, is a little bit much, to be fair. And then I remember the time he was signing an autograph. I think it was in Singapore. He went a bit mad as well. So, not great. But anyway, yesterday, 1-0 down, guys. 1-0 down after 3 minutes. We had a problem in the first minute when they scored. It was just offside. Alisson almost got caught. I think only for Kanate was covering him, it would have been a red. We were all over the shop, all at sea, at Anfield. The pitch was perfect, absolutely perfect, no excuses. But for the first 15, 20, maybe even 25 minutes, we were all over the shop. Nervous, worryingly nervous. Defence again showing frailty, midfield showing frailty. We grew into the game as the game went on. Bournemouth played well, to be fair. I think Bournemouth deserve a lot of plaudits, and to be going in 2-1 at half time. I don't know how we went to the half-time 2-1. I'm sure Bournemouth were scratching their heads going, how the hell are we losing this game 2-1? We certainly didn't deserve to go in. It's all about strikers and taking your chances, really, isn't it? I think that's where Bournemouth are going to struggle. They had chances, they just couldn't take them. A nice finish from their man Semenya. A nice finish into the corner. Mistake from Liverpool. 3 minutes gone. You're getting worried. You're going, wow. Bournemouth's tails are up. The fans' tails are down. It just wasn't a great start. As I say, we grew into it. What a ball. What a goal by Luis Diaz, though. The run, the touch, the control by Jota. The ball across. It takes a bit of a nick off one of the Bournemouth players, but the flick and the volley is absolutely delicious. His second goal. He scored the goal against Chelsea last week, so we need more goals from Luis Diaz, and it looks like we're going to get them because 2-2 for Luis Diaz, but what a finish. And then Mo Salah with the penalty. Slobosai, big bad Dom with the pen. Oh, yes, it was a pen. It was a stupid challenge, really, wasn't it? It was an absolutely stupid challenge from Bournemouth player to do that. And bang, 2-1. Salah missed again. It was a poor penalty. It was a really, really poor penalty. But he got the rebound, I suppose. That's the main thing. Would you take Salah off the penalties and put Slobosai in? I mean, he's a really good penalty taker. But anyway, going at half-time 2-1. Tails are up. We didn't deserve to win at half-time 2-1, but we went in at 2-1. That was the only bonus in the whole first half, that we actually went in 2-1 up. Second half played a lot better, a lot more direct. Endo came on for his Liverpool debut. Wataru Endo, what a player. He looked good, 1 or 2 really good interceptions, and he looked good on the ball. We're going to need him next week against Newcastle, of course. Mac Allister getting the red card. Was it a red? Was it not a red? I thought it was a 50-50. I've seen them given. I've seen them not given. I've seen worse challenges not being given. I've seen worse challenges not being given a red. But it's a red anyway. It's a possible 3-match ban. Straight red. We will miss him and we need him. Will Liverpool go into the market midweek? Let's hope they do. But I still think we need a defender and another midfielder, guys. A midfielder and a defender are an absolute must. I think we need them big time in the next, 10 days, whenever the window closes. But straight red. Sure, Liverpool will look at it now today, and I think you have to put it in by tomorrow, don't they? They have to put in whether they're going to go with it or not. But it's certainly worth another look. It really is. The VAR wasn't great yesterday. Of course, it really wasn't, but it is what it is. Enzo Magnifico, Enzo Perfection, and Leicester Fan Channel in the house. And how are you, bro? Hopefully you were well. Just a regurgitation of yesterday. Of course, United losing 2-0 to Spurs. Spurs played really well. I think United were good for the first 15-20. Spurs grew into the game, and a lovely goal by the Butcher. The Butcher was slaughtered yesterday, 2-0. But some good results yesterday. Newcastle got beaten 1-0. Good game against City. City 2 wins out of 2. Newcastle, we have them next, and it's going to be a tough game. But Brighton winning away, 4-1 was it away to Wolves? I mean, Brighton, they sell players, they buy players. What a team, what a club, what a manager. What a team, what a club, what a manager. I'll say it twice, it's so good. But Brighton, absolutely brilliant. Brilliant. They brighten up the Premier League. It's absolutely no doubt about it. Brentford with a really good win away. It was a 3-0 away to Fulham. A lot of good results, big games today. But Spurs beating United was probably a huge one at the weekend. It really was. But we shall see what happens. It's early days. Only 2 games gone, guys. Only 2 games gone. Tierney was the 4th official. Need I say more, says Rooks. No, you need not say any more, because we all know what the story is with Paul Tierney, don't we? The Man United fan. Luke Chapman, Northampton Town 1. Peterborough United 0. I had a friend who used to play for Northampton Town, Andy Holt. Back in the noughties, he was their fullback. I think he's on the staff, Andy Holt. Played for Northampton Town, a fullback. He was a good friend of mine. I haven't talked to him in a few years, but he was a Northampton Town player. I think he's on the staff. But I'll always keep an eye out for Northampton Town's results. We have to buy simple. We have a reasonable setup of players, looking good. But we see we are a couple of injuries and from big problems. Says North, Red, in the house, guys. Come on, guys. 12 people in, only 5 likes. Let's get the likes into double digits. Hit the like. Hit the share, but big Dom yesterday, guys. Slobosly, what a player we have on our hands. Pace, power, trickery. His shot, of course, was badly handled by the keeper. Jota slid in for the 3rd. We needed that breathing pace with 10 men. 3-1, it was more or less game over. Okay, you would say with 10 men, it was a lot of second half to go. But we closed the game out quite well, although Alisson did pull off 1 or 2 saves in injury time. And Big Ali. But Ali looked nervous as well, didn't he, first 15-20? He really... And Coventry's results. Dahi says Alan Arkins. What was Coventry's result yesterday, Alan? I didn't keep an eye out on Coventry's results. Of course, my friend Alan in the house here, big Coventry City fan. I don't know what the result was yesterday. Prez Salah need to perform better against Newcastle. Absolutely. And Leicester Fan Channel, of course, loves Coventry. Coventry dropping points again, he says. Look, I love the banter. We all love the banter of football, don't we, guys? We really do. But Big Dom, man of the match for me, no doubt about it. Closely followed. I thought Endo did really well. I mean, imagine being signed for Liverpool Thursday, the hectic 48 hours for him to come on and get a jersey with a good half hour to go and say, right, need you to shore up that midfield in a big game. We're down to 10 men. We need you. I think he did really well. Rooks. Dom was amazing yesterday. Imagine when Endo gets settled and gives Dom more freedom to do his thing. What a signing. We sign amazing players, but nowhere enough, which is why I'm FSG out, says Rooks. Well, look, there's still, 10 days left? 10, 11 days left in the window. Let's see. I still think we need another midfielder. It's holding midfielder, and I still think we need a centre-half. I really do. Kanate was a bit ropey yesterday, wasn't he? Especially for 2025. Some silly things. Simple balls. I remember playing football back in the 90s. Give me age away now. Schoolboy football. You know, Mickey Mouse, amateur football. First thing they always said to you was, if in doubt, get it out. It was a goalkeeper thing. Get it out. Clear it over the halfway line. Just get it out of your way. Get it out of your area. And centre halves as well. This just, I know it's possession and you want to hold on to the ball and you don't want to give it away and build from the back and all, but sometimes just hoof the bleeding thing. Just hoof it. Kanate looks a bit rusty, says Prez. He did yesterday, didn't he? He looked really rusty yesterday. He did. He looked like a rusty nail yesterday. He just wasn't at it. The whole team weren't at it for 2025. It took that long at home, at Anfield. We are FSG, Dave. Don't get your hopes up too many more signings, says Rooks. I'm not getting, I don't know. I'm just look. I know what we need. We apparently have money. You know, we spent a few quid on Endo. That wasn't huge. What was it, 20? Rising to 25. on a 3-4 year deal for Endo, Wataru Endo. But we still need players. I know we're still looking. Maybe Chick Decore might come in. Who knows? Maybe Pavard. Who knows? Amrabat seems to have died away. Doesn't seem anything to be happening there. But there's still time, guys. And we'll judge them when the window slams shut. I suppose that's the only way you can do it. Hit the like. Let's go. Into the likes. Get those likes up. More likes, more people come in. The longer we stay on. Simple as. Wataru, 30. Going on 25. He's like Benjamin Button. He's going backwards like Milli Vanilli. People call him a Milner. Like a Milner replacement. The Japanese Milner. A replacement, you know, big in Japan. But he was big in the pitch yesterday. Endo, 30-year-old with 5 kids. He has a lot going on from that boy, but I like him. I like his attitude. The Japanese generally, great attitude. Disciplinarians, you know, super fit. You know, he looks young. He's a young 30-year-old. That's all I'm going to say. He's a young 30-year-old. We need him. We need him right now. Klopp said it to him on Thursday. We need your legs. We need your brain. We need your heart. We need you on the pitch. And we certainly do with Mac Allister now, looking like a 3-match ban. Let's see if it's overturned. I have my bloody doubts. Have my doubts. Derek Sarat. Those two prices, Thompson and Gillespie, have just thrown Mac under a bus. Said on LFC TV, the referee got it right. Yeah, I still think, look, I think it was a tight one. I've seen it given, I've seen them not given. I don't know. I'd have to, I looked at it about 7 or 8 times. He could have just put his foot out though, couldn't he really? That's the only thing. It was a little high. But I've seen worse challenges not given, so I don't know. See, the problem is, if you go in to try rescind it, if you put in a complaint about it, it can be worse. Something like that, isn't it? It can be a worse fine if it's found guilty, so I don't know. It's an interesting one. I'm sure Liverpool will do the right thing. We've always had money, but tight owners. Imagine we had Bowley. Would be madness. Don't like Bowley. Don't want his madness around Liverpool. His chaoticness. Don't need it, guys. Don't want it. No thanks. Look at United fighting. Look at United fans fighting at the moment with the Glazers. They spent more money nearly than anybody. And they're still bleeding moaning. They got beaten 2-0 at Spurs yesterday. Back to square one for them. Afternoon, Dave. Ladies have just lost the World Cup, and LFC ladies playing Birmingham today at 3. Says Henry Ray Baker. Check out Henry Ray Baker channel. Yes, they got beaten. Spain with a better team, to be fair. Spain were the better. They missed a penalty. Should have won by more. England didn't really show up in the game, and Spain are world champions. Congrats to Spain. Commiserations to England. Red Bird D9. Japanese players are built different, have excellent work rate, great morals, and will give their all absolutely for the shirt. Endo is going to have a cult following. I've said it and I'll say it again. Endo is going to be a cult player at Liverpool. Minamino, you could call him a cult player. I think Endo could certainly be coming. Good to see you, Henry, says Red Bird. Villa or Everton to win? Well, I don't know. It's a tough one. They're as bad as each other, aren't they? Probably be a draw. I say it'd be a draw. I'd rather have loads of money to spend rather than have it and not spend it. Chelsea is different because they sacked the manager faster than change my underwear, says Rooks. Okay. Agree with you, Dave. Glad we don't have Bowley, says Brace Dave DeVille. Yes, we don't want Bowley. We don't want the madness, the chaoticness, the circus, let's say. The money circus of a Bowley. We don't want that. Okay, we want owners. We want FSG to, lighten up on the wallet, open up the wallet a bit more, open up the safe and all this type of thing a little bit more. Come on, even 10, 15% more. Get another 1 or 2 players in the next, 10 days or whatever. But it still could happen, but let's see. And all right, Dave. Anthony Gordon committed the same tackle in his game and received nothing, even a yellow, I think, says Panoff Scouts. Well, there you go. Horses for courses. Who knows? Come on, look, let's get that. What are we on? 14 likes. Let's get it to 20. Let's get that to 20 likes. Hit the like, hit the share. Let's go. Liverpool 3-1 winners yesterday. 1-0 down. 10 men. It's a win. Could have been better. Should have been better. But grew into the game. That's all I'll say. And Big Dom Slobosai. What a player we have in our hands. Endo debut. Mac Allister being sent off. There was a lot happening yesterday. Klopp giving out about singing songs. So much going on. United losing to Spurs. Have to throw that in there. 2-0. Have to throw that in there. Do you think we're ever Top that 18-90 season under Klopp, 97 points. Champions League, Salah Golden Boot, Alisson Golden Glove. Well, we got 99 points, didn't we? You know, so I don't know. It's going to be hard. It's going to be hard. It's going to be really hard. It's going to be really, really hard. I just want us to play good football. I want us to keep clean sheets. I want us to, you know, be not as open at the bloody back and in the midfield, because it is said, and I've heard it said, that I did a watch along for that game yesterday. My voice was gone after 2.5 hours live, but I'll try to do a lot more watch alongs, but I did one yesterday. The thing about yesterday was, if we were playing a better team with a better attacking front line, we would have struggled. We would have been definitely 2-0 down, and it would have been harder to come back, you know. Giving far too many chances away in the edge of the area, getting shots in, and some of their shots were wayward, but they should have did better. They were getting into positions. The final ball was just so bad. You heading over to a game, Dahi, says Alan Arkins? Hopefully, bro. Absolutely, hopefully, and pretty soon. A lot on my mind at the moment, a lot to do, a lot of personal shit to sort out, but certainly got to get over to Anfield, get over to Liverpool soon. How many times has Paul Tierney robbed us? Says Redbird. I've only got 10 fingers. I've only got 10 fingers, 2 hands, baby. You know, I need about 10 hands. But yeah, I don't know. I don't really care. Look, we robbed us. We got to do it on the pitch. We got to play. I'm not blaming referees or VAR for that result yesterday. We got to be better on the pitch yesterday. We got to be more at it from the first second. We're at home, first home game. We were lethargic. It was like a pre-season friendly. The passing was a ride. There was a nervousness. Alisson was nervy. Kanate was nervy. The midfield, even Mac Allister was nervy for the first 15, 20. Took us a while to grow into. I think the goal that they scored, even though they'd scored beforehand, it was offside, sort of galvanised us. It was too early to score for Bournemouth. I know there's a famous saying about if you score too early, it's actually the wrong thing, but it was too early for Bournemouth. There was too much of the game left, and we grew into it. But, you know, I really want Hackbo to play in the 9. He looks a great signing for us. Playing him out of the natural position is not good. Hopefully now, with Endo, we can play a natural lineup instead of plugging holes, says Rooks. Yeah. I really want Gakpo. Look, Gakpo, he's been a bonus for us, hasn't he? He's been Gakpo. He's been an absolute bonus for us, guys. What a player. He hadn't got the greatest of games yesterday, but as you say, he's sort of playing out of position. We need that hold in midfield. We need another one. Endo was brilliant yesterday, but we need another one there. We need another one in there, and hopefully this time next week, I'll be talking about another great signing. Who knows? But I'm not putting all my eggs in one basket. A 30 million bargain. Yeah, a 27 million I think it was, but still a bargain. Big match next week. We can't make the same mistakes against Newcastle, says Brace. We certainly can't, because they will punish us with the likes of Isaacs and stuff up front. They will absolutely punish us. We beat them home and away last year. And they still finished ahead of us. You know, we did the double over them last year. We got to do the same this year. But they were good against City yesterday, Newcastle. Only 1-0. Could have got something out of it. Tight game. So that's going to be a tough one. That is going to be a tough one. Hopefully, either Mac Allister's rescinded or we can get another midfielder in, you know, by Friday. But then again, you want them in probably Monday, Tuesday. You want them in 2 or 3 days training. You don't even go away to Newcastle making your debut, do you? Really? You know, the type of way. But Bjasetic was on the bench. Young Stefan Bjasetic was on the bench. And, of course, Thiago's not far away. Would you throw him in against Newcastle if Thiago's back in full training maybe tomorrow or Tuesday? Who knows? But we do miss it. Someone to put the foot on the ball. That's what we missed yesterday, especially in the first half. Someone just to stop. You know, slow it down. Interception, like slow everything down. You know, and just put the foot on the ball and slow everything down. Look around, even for that split second, and just go. We didn't get that yesterday. We needed that. Endo did something similar when he came on. He did a great job for us when he came on. I had bright things. I've really good hopes for him. I mean, he looked good. Fair play to him. Young Endo, I'm going to call him now. He's only 30. Only 30. We won't be ageist on this channel. Make sure you hit the likes, peeps. I'm going to pin you for that one, baby. Thank you very much. Hit the like, hit the share. Give us some love. Show us your love. Give us a sub. As I say, I'm going to try to do a lot more lives, watch-alongs, interviews, chats, whatever. Check me out on Twitter and Instagram at Dave's LFC Chats as well, because a lot of stuff I do on Instagram and Twitter is involved with YouTube as well. Don't do Facebook, though. Sorry, guys. Don't like it. We'll never do it. Brighton look good without Caicedo, says Henry. That's what I'm saying. I said it earlier. Brighton have brightened up the Premier League. They've been absolutely brilliant. They can buy players. They can sell players. The manager, they still play that lovely brand of football. Really good side to watch, to be fair. Great win yesterday. 2 wins out of 2. Top of the league. You know, up there, fighting, winning. Absolutely brilliant to see. Brentford too, to be fair. Brentford too. But absolutely brill. Really good side, Brighton. And great to see. It's great to see, isn't it? Brighton, Brentford doing so well. It is great to see. Forest aren't doing too badly either. Jones injured again. Like glass. Remember that saying about a certain defender? Yeah, Jones. I think the only thing that could hold Curtis Jones back is injuries. I mean, he's got everything. The scouts are in the team, him and Trent, but just injuries. And last season, tail end of last season, he came into his own, didn't he? He came into the player we all hoped he would be and looked really, really good, Curtis Jones. So let's hope he can get that injury over. And we'll need him on the pitch. We absolutely need him on the pitch. Wolves are good as gone already, says Henry. Come on, Henry's on 2 games. I thought Wolves played really well against United at Old Trafford on Monday night. They played really well. Should have got something out of the game. Could have won that game. I know United are absolutely shite at the moment too, but still, they just don't have a striker. They don't have a striker. They get chances. They had chances yesterday as well, but they've no one to take them. So if Wolves want to do anything or stay in this league, they need someone who can put the ball in the net. They play all this fancy football. They're a bit open at the back, but they need to get chances in games. You need to take them. That's the difference between getting into, say, mid-table, top 4. You need a striker. We're good up front. We're really good up. I mean, Darwin only came on for a few minutes yesterday. Darwin, Jota scoring goals. Luis Diaz 2-2. Mo Salah will score goals all day long. Hackball will chip in with a few. Slabasai will get goals as well. So, we're okay in that department. It's just the midfield, that holding midfield area. And I still think centre-half. I really do think centre-half still, or right backs. We need a defender. Definitely in that position. And I think we'll be okay. If we can bring in those 2 players in the next 10 days, I think we'll have a good season. If we don't, we're hoping the squad stays together, and then it's an injury thing. We're 2 or 3 injuries away from being, wow, we're in trouble. But if we can bring in the 1 or 2 players now, I think we'll be okay. And we'll have a really, really good season. Raul isn't what he used to be, but Wolves are a mess of a club. It's early. It's really, really early. 2 games in. It's hard to say. It's really, really hard to say, because we're only 2 games in, what's going to happen. Who's going to finish top 4? Who's going to do this? The only thing you might say is City will probably win the league. They'll be there or thereabouts. So whoever finishes above City wins the league. Simple as. Whoever finishes above Manchester City wins the league. There's the shout. Probably the only shout you can make right now is that. Make sure you hit the like button, baby, says Redbird. Absolute legend. Thank you very much. Jimenez is at Fulham now, Ray. Yeah, still a lot of ins and outs to come, guys. Still a lot of ins and outs to come in the next week or so, and it's going to be interesting. Then you can look at it, maybe 3, 4, 5 games. I think usually what you do is around 10 games in, 10 Premier League games in, end of September, early October, and say, right, this is trajectory, what way it's going to go. And usually City start slowly, don't they? Most seasons they've started slowly. 2 wins out of 2. Good win yesterday against Newcastle, but 2 wins out of 2 for them. But they always start slowly and usually build after Christmas. So we shall see. We shall see. Let's just keep on our coattails, and who knows? Newcastle next week's a big one, though. That's going to be we got to be tight next week. We got to be up for that one. We've got to be up for. I'm hoping at least one more player comes in to boost the squad, or maybe Mac Allister's rescinded. I don't know, but we're going to miss him if he is missing for Newcastle. So it's going to be a really, really interesting week to see what Liverpool do on and off the pitch. But back to Slabasai yesterday, man of the match. What a player. Some of his little touches, his control, his shot. The keeper should have did better for that goal that went in. Jota slid in to make it 3-1 and kill the game, really. But at least he took the shot. And I'd hear Klopp saying, I've seen it when he played for RB Leipzig. His shots on Hungary, of course, captain of Hungary. His shots, he can hit a ball, he can take a free kick, he can take a penalty as well. So Salah must be looking over his shoulder, wondering, is big bad Dom going to take the penalty soon. Who knows? I don't know. I'm not going to stay on long. Probably the half hour, guys. But hit the like, hit the share. Let's get it to 20 likes. We're on 17. Let's go. A lot more lives, a lot more chats, a lot more watch alongs, a lot more stuff on Dave's LFC chats to come. It's just a regurgitation of the 3-1 win yesterday. Look, it was all about the result yesterday as well. First home game, get the win. But performance as well. I think Klopp's looking for the performance, and the performance wasn't there in the first half, even though we went in 2-1. I thought we were lucky to win 2-1. Bit better second half, but still a little bit too open for me. I mean, even Alisson pulling off 2 great saves in injury time. Imagine it ended up 3-3. I mean, you'd be, pulling your hair out, kicking yourself. But we generally did okay second half to close the game out, because with 10 minutes, it can be tough. It can be hard. But let's see what happens. A big, big season and a big week for Liverpool, I think. Big 10 days. Can we bring 1 or 2 more in to bolster the squad? Remember, we're in the Europa League Thursday nights. I think he's going to break it into 2 squads for that. I think you have a younger team, less experienced team, a smattering of experience in there, of course, when you're going away to the likes of Kazakhstan and all these places on a Thursday night. But I think he'll keep his 7 or 8 core players for the Premier League games on the Sunday or Monday. I think that's what you've got to do. United did it last year. The further you go, maybe last 16, last 8 quarterfinals and stuff, that's when you start playing your better team and stuff like that. That's later into March or maybe February, March. So you split it into 2 teams, because it's a lot of football, guys. A lot of football. That's what I would do. Then you talk about injuries and stuff like that. All this comes into it. Travel, a lot of stuff comes into it. So, and the final is in my hometown, Dublin, next year. So that'd be nice to be a home game for Liverpool, of course, in Dublin, if they get to the final. It's not easy to get to the final in the Europa League. We've got to get back into the Champions League, though. That's an absolute must for Liverpool. We've got to get back into the Champions League next year. No ifs, buts, or maybes. We got to be in Champions League next year. Next year. You can do it by winning the Europa, of course, or you can do it by finishing. Is it top 5 or 4 now? It's top 5? I'm not sure. UEFA keep changing it, so I'm not sure. But as I say, it's going to be a little half-hour regurgitation, the 3-1. Who else stood out for you? Yeah, I think Robertson was decent yesterday. Did his best. Alisson, of course, pulling off 1 or 2 good saves after a nervy start. A really nervous start. Van Dijk played well. Club captain, first club captain game at Anfield. Official club captain, big Van Dijk was back to probably, I won't say his best, but certainly back to better days. Kanate looked a bit iffy. Luis Diaz, dangerous. What a flick and finish for Luis Diaz. Jota sniffing around. Not great first half. Much better second half. I thought Jota closing down. Got the goal. Looked dangerous. Could have had a second. Was unlucky. Jota grew into the game as well. Salah, usual Salah. Once or twice could have squared the ball. I thought he was a little bit greedy once or twice when the easier ball was on. Question mark is on penalties. He did score the rebound, but it was a poor first penalty, wasn't it? Good save from the keeper, but too close to the keeper though. We got away with that one and it went in. But look, there's a lot of talking points. The main thing is we have 3 points in the bag and we have a big, big week before Newcastle next weekend. Will Mac Allister be overturned? Question mark. Will Liverpool even put in for it to be overturned? That's the question mark. Will we bring in 1 or 2 more players next week or the following week? And will we be able to put out a really good 11 against Newcastle next weekend? That's the key to it, guys. That's the key. Klopp giving out about singing songs. I think it's a little bit iffy about, come on. There's bigger things to be worried about. Bigger things. Give out to FSG for not giving you enough money. Not the fans for singing songs. Let's be real. I just think it's, we love Klopp and all that, but, just be. Take Mo off the penalties. Give them to Dom, says Redbird. Yeah, I can't see it happening, to be honest. Unless he's not in the pitch. Slabasai probably be the second penalty taker if Mo is not on the pitch. We need Mo scoring goals. We need him getting a goal. It's confidence for him. He's all about scoring goals. No matter what, if it's a tap in, a rebound, it doesn't matter. It's about scoring goals for Mo. Hit the like, hit the share. Let's get it up to 20 likes before we go. We're on 17. Like for Big Bad Dom. Big Bad Dom. Slabasai. Dominic, what a player. What a signing. So a lot of pluses to come from yesterday. More pluses, to be fair, than minuses. Still a few minuses, though. The nervousness, that nervy, edgy 20 minutes that we did last season, letting in early goals, seems to be coming back, which I'm not happy about. Even the second half against Chelsea last week. So there's a lot of stuff to be ironed out, guys. We're only 2 games in, a win, the draw. you'd probably take from the first 2 games away at Chelsea. Tough enough, Bournemouth. 4 points is about right. I did predict 1-1 last week. I predicted 2-0 yesterday. It was 3-1. So, sort of what you would predict. It's just the performance and the control. I want to control games at home against Bournemouth. I want to control the game. I really do. We'd about 20 corners. Our corners were terrible. Corners are going to have to get better. I mean, Van Dijk hit the crossbar, a bit unlucky. We'd 1 or 2. Kanate should have kept it down. Van Dijk could have kept it down. So we'd 1 or 2. I'd be on corners and penalty kicks. That's what I'd be letting Mo Salah take 1 million penalty kicks this week, and I'd be on the corners the whole week because the corners have got to be better. I'm surprised. I'm absolutely surprised. None of those corners worked for us. Dom, what a monster, looking sensational, says Ravi in the house. Ravi, how are you, bro? Hopefully you are well, my friend. Pin tweet from Ravi. He's an absolute monster. Looks like another gem. It looks like another gem pulled out of the bag, baby. A lump of coal turning into a diamond. Big bad Dom. Endo. I mean, we only cameo for half an hour, but he did the job. He certainly calmed down that midfield. We needed him, and he came up with trumps. Big question mark next week against Newcastle. That'll be a big one. But Salah will insist that he takes them. He's all about record breaking. He's our Egyptian king, but team got to come first. And his last few penalties have been poor, says Red Board. Yeah, Salah will insist on taking them. He won't be happy if he's taking off penalties. There's no doubt about it. But I think he takes them for now when he's on the pitch. I think Salah will be taking the penalties for now. He's on the pitch. He missed 3 out of 5 in the last 5, something like that. But the counting yesterday is a miss because it was hit and a keeper saved it, but he scored the rebound. Do you know what I mean? It was a penalty miss, but so technically, basically, even though he got the rebound, and it was an important one to go 2-1 in at half time. I was well impressed how we fought back and kept our heads with 10 men, says Ravi. A win's a win. 3 points in the bag, 4 points on the the table. First 2 games, you take it, but we gotta play better. And against Newcastle next weekend, we can't be as open. We just cannot be as open. I will be live midweek. Anything breaks on breaking news, any signings or anything like that. The Mac Allister stuff. Are we going in with it? Are we going out with it? What are we going to do? Injury stuff on Dave's LFC Chats, Twitter and Instagram as well, at Dave's LFC Chats. But guys, I'm going to leave it there. It's a short chat. It's a regurgitation. Liverpool beating Bournemouth 3-1, first home game yesterday. Mac Allister sent off with a red. Was it a red? Was it not a red? What will Liverpool do about it? Slobosai, man of the match. We have a gem on our hands. Endo with a really, really good cameo in the second half on his debut. Mac Allister, home debut as well. Moyer, do you remember Darwin Núñez last year against Palace? Red card as well. Alisson to the rescue, laid on. Nervous start. Good, reaction. It's all about the wins. It's all about the results, guys. Results mean, that's what it's about. United losing 2-0 to Spurs. We have to throw that in there as well. But we got to build. We got to build on us. We got to play better next week at Newcastle, or we would be in trouble. Who knows? A week to go, about 10 days in the window. Can we get 1 or 2 or whatever in the window? RFSG listening and opening the wallet. Hit the like, hit the share. I got to go. Enjoy your weekend. Congratulations to Spain on winning the World Cup for the Women's World Cup in Australia, beating England by 1 goal to 0. They missed the penalty. They were a better team, to be fair. England didn't do enough. Sad for England. Absolute joy for Spain. Talk to you soon. Stay safe. This means a lot more content to come, guys. Talk soon.